Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 140.
Today we decided not to stay at the resort and try and work because, well, we learned our lesson yesterday. Clearly Art of Animation does not like when we try to use the Wi-Fi. So we got up, got ready this morning, and took the bus over to Epcot because we are going to utilize the DVC Lounge once again. They have great Wi-Fi and we really like it. Plus, unlimited drinks all day, and they come around with snacks. So, I mean, it's a win-win. We get to work, we get to snack, it's awesome. And they really have gotten to know us there because we're there so often.
We get up there and they're like, oh, are you going to be at your usual table? Yeah, and they really
We had a table that we really liked because it was very convenient to work at. It was one of the taller ones. We could sit in the corner, be out of everyone's way, and we would literally sit and work for 5, 6, 8 hours. And once they closed that night, we left because, well, we have to. And we do appreciate that they allowed us to be up there and they were so kind. When we left the DVC Lounge, there were actually some little bunnies out in the field right there, and I was like, oh my goodness, they're so cute. Well, as we got closer, of course, a couple of them ran away because humans are coming near them, but there was this one bunny that just kept eating, and we laughed, and we're like, wow, that's the brave little bunny. And literally, as we said it, this bunny turns around and looks at us and keeps eating. And I was like, okay, now he's just challenging us. Like, oh, you want to see brave? I'm brave. I'll look at you and eat while I'm doing this. It was the funniest thing. And so we just got to enjoy nature. And I love that at Disney, we do get to see nature. As much as we love the rides and the thrills, we still have gotten to see deer and turkey and bunnies. The bunnies are everywhere. That's one thing we've seen everywhere.
And I will say, I don't so much love getting to see the turkeys because they can be a little aggressive. Not quite as bad as the ducks. The ducks are pretty aggressive with like wanting your food and stuff, but they're, this big. The turkeys, though, they're kind of scary, yeah. So then we took the bus back to Art of Animation, and of course we're hungry, we want to have some dinner. So we went to the food court and decided to get the pizza there because they do have whole pizzas available. We've had the pizza from a few other resorts. We want to try this one and see if it's similar. So we ordered our whole pizza, and when it was ready, I went up to pay, and at this point we had found out that the Tables in Wonderland discount card only usually works at table service restaurants. But at Art of Animation, Pop Century, the All-Star Resorts, and also at French Quarter, they allow you to use your Tables in Wonderland card at the food court because they don't have a table service restaurant there. So I had a Tables in Wonderland card. I would get 20% off my pizza. I want to use it. So I get there to the register, we use the card, and it doesn't work. It won't read into the computer for whatever reason. So they tried it again, still didn't work. So the cast member there called their supervisor and said, hey, I need you to come do an override for Tables in Wonderland. So we're sitting there waiting, and the supervisor, we can see him across the food court, but he's dealing with some kind of an issue there, and we're just waiting and waiting. And then finally the cast member looks over at the supervisor, and the supervisor kind of just nods at him, and he goes, pizza's on Mickey tonight. Have a great night. So we got a free pizza.
It was totally unexpected. We were happy to wait. We weren't in a hurry, but it was so sweet of them to do that because we did wait a decent amount of time and there were a couple people behind us. So I think they wanted to make sure we weren't holding up the line. And so that was very sweet of them. And so we did get a Disney pizza on Mickey, which was very sweet and just made it taste that much better because it's pizza at Disney and Mickey gave it to us.
I mean, I always like pizza, but free pizza is most definitely my favorite kind. So once we finished eating, we walked back to our room and put the pizza away and then decided to go out for a walk because it is dark, but it is a beautiful night tonight. The weather's perfect. So we went for a walk around the resort and around the Hourglass Lake there, right in between Pop Century and Art of Animation. We just love how peaceful it is out here. We like taking this walking path around the lake. And when we got back from our walk, we were kind of wanting something sweet. So Art of Animation food court it is. We know we love the gelato they have there, so we went and got ourselves a bowl of gelato, and oh my goodness, they loaded this thing up this time. I don't know why, but I had so much gelato in this bowl, and I was so excited for it.
Thankfully, we had already decided to share gelato because had we each gotten our own, I wouldn't have been able to finish mine. But it was very good. While we were sitting in the food court eating, we looked up and noticed some details that we had never noticed before. And normally we don't stay in the food court because it can be kind of loud. But because it was later in the evening, not that many people were there. So we looked up and there were tire tracks in the clouds. Like the clouds actually make tire tracks. We're like, what a cool detail that most people wouldn't notice, but they thought to put it in there. So I just kept looking, and then we saw on the side, there was a car. The cloud actually made a car, and we're like, okay, What other details have we missed this entire time? Every time we're here, we haven't stayed here often, but we've been here to get gelato a lot, so we have been in the food court a lot. We just never looked around at the details, so we kept looking around, and there was one other section that has like a little mermaid section, and in that section is a Mickey in a picture frame. And I just love that so much, that all these details are hidden around. If you take the time to look around, you never know what you're gonna find. But the Imagineers put so much work and thought into all these little details, even at the resorts, not just in the parks. After that, we did head back to our room, and that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.